Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily Dose of English. I'm Tom, your English teacher and friend on this amazing journey of learning English. How are you doing today? I hope you're ready for another exciting lesson, because today we're going to talk about something really special: mastering everyday English conversations. You know, many of you have told me, Tom, I can understand English when I listen, but when someone asks me a question, my mind goes blank. Does this sound familiar to you? Well, don't worry, my friend. Today we're going to fix that problem together. In this lesson, you'll learn how to have natural, confident conversations in English. We'll practice common phrases people use every day, from ordering coffee to talking with friends. And the best part? We'll use the shadowing technique, which means you'll repeat after me and train your mouth to speak English naturally. Before we start, let me tell you a quick story. Yesterday I went to a coffee shop and I heard two people having a simple conversation. One person said, "How's it going?" The other replied, "Not bad, just grabbing my morning coffee." And the first person said, "Same here. Can't start my day without it." This conversation took maybe 10 seconds, but it was perfect. Natural, friendly, and easy. By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to have conversations just like this. So what exactly will we learn today? First, we'll cover essential conversation starters. Those magical phrases that help you begin any conversation. Then we'll practice responses, because knowing how to answer is just as important as knowing how to ask. After that, we'll learn how to keep conversations going with follow-up questions and comments. And finally, we'll put it all together in real-life scenarios. Remember, the key to speaking English well is practice. Not just listening, but actually using your voice. That's why throughout this lesson, I want you to speak out loud. Don't be shy. Even if you're alone in your room, speak as if you're talking to a friend. Your mouth needs to get used to making English sounds. Now, before we dive in, let me share something important. Many learners think they need perfect grammar to speak English. But here's the truth. Even native speakers make mistakes. What matters most is communication. Can the other person understand you? Are you getting your message across? That's what counts. Today we'll focus on practical English, the kind you'll actually use in real life. Not textbook English, but the way people really talk. We'll learn chunks of language, which are groups of words that naturally go together. This is much more effective than memorizing individual words. Also, throughout this lesson, I'll speak slowly and clearly. After I say each phrase, I'll repeat it twice, then give you time to practice. This is called shadowing, and it's one of the best ways to improve your pronunciation and fluency. Ready? Let's begin. Let's start with the basics, conversation starters. These are the phrases that help you begin a conversation with anyone, anywhere. The most common one is, of course, "How are you?" "How are you?" Now you repeat. But in everyday English, we have many variations. Let me teach you some natural ones. "How's it going?" "How's it going?" Now you repeat. This is more casual than "How are you?" You can use it with friends, co-workers, or even people you just met. It sounds relaxed and friendly. "What's up?" "What's up?" Now you repeat. This one is very informal. Use it with friends or people your age. Don't say this to your boss or your grandma. "How have you been?" "How have you been?" Now you repeat. We use this when we haven't seen someone for a while. It shows you're interested in what happened since you last met. How's your day going? How's your day going? Now you repeat. This is perfect for afternoon conversations. It's specific to today, right now. Now let's practice with some longer phrases. I'll break them down for you. Long time no see. Long time. No see. Now let's say it together. Long time no see. Long time no see. Now you repeat. We say this when we meet someone we haven't seen in weeks or months. It's friendly and shows you're happy to see them. Haven't seen you in ages. Let's break this down. Haven't seen you. In ages. Now together. Haven't seen you in ages. Haven't seen you in ages. Now you repeat. This means the same as long time no see, but sounds a bit more formal. Here's a useful one for work or school. How's everything going with you? Let's break it down. How's everything going with you? Now together. How's everything going with you? How's everything going with you? Now you repeat. This shows you care about all aspects of someone's life, not just one thing. Now, what about starting conversations with strangers? Here are some great phrases. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now you repeat. Always start with this when talking to someone you don't know. Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. Now you repeat. This is very polite. Use it when you need to interrupt someone. Do you have a moment? Do you have a moment? Now you repeat. This asks if the person has time to talk. Very respectful. Let me teach you a complete phrase for asking for help. Excuse me, could you help me with something? Let's break it down. Excuse me. Could you help me? With something. Now all together. Excuse me, could you help me with something? Excuse me, could you help me with something? Now you repeat. Here's another useful one. Hi there, I was wondering if you could tell me. Let's practice in parts. Hi there. I was wondering. If you could tell me. Now complete. Hi there, I was wondering if you could tell me. Hi there, I was wondering if you could tell me. Now you repeat. This is perfect for asking for information like directions or recommendations. Now let's talk about weather. It's the universal conversation starter. Everyone talks about weather. Nice weather today, isn't it? Nice weather today, isn't it? Now you repeat. Bit cold today. Bit cold today. Now you repeat. Looks like rain. Looks like rain. Now you repeat. Beautiful day, huh? Beautiful day, huh? Now you repeat. Main lesson. Part 2. Natural responses. 1,200 words. Great job with those conversation starters. Now let's learn how to respond when someone starts a conversation with you. This is super important because conversations are like tennis. You need to hit the ball back. When someone says, "How are you?" here are natural responses. I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thanks. Now you repeat. Not bad yourself. Not bad yourself. Now you repeat. Pretty good. How about you? Pretty good. How about you? Now you repeat. Notice how we often ask the question back. This keeps the conversation going. Here's a longer response. I'm doing well. Just keeping busy with work. Let's break it down. I'm doing well. Just keeping busy. With work. Now together. I'm doing well. Just keeping busy with work. I'm doing well. Just keeping busy with work. Now you repeat. If you're having a tough day, you can say, could be better, but hanging in there. Let's practice. Could be better. But hanging in there. Complete phrase. Could be better, but hanging in there. Could be better, but hanging in there. Now you repeat. This is honest, but not too negative. Hanging in there means you're managing despite difficulties. For what's up? Here are good responses. Not much, just chilling. Not much, just chilling. Now you repeat. Just heading to work. Just heading to work. Now you repeat. Same old, same old. Same old, same old. Now you repeat. That last one means nothing special is happening. Everything is normal. When someone says long time no see, you can respond, I know, right? It's been forever. Let's break it down. I know, right? It's been forever. Together. I know, right? It's been forever. I know, right? It's been forever. Now you repeat. Yeah, where have you been hiding? Yeah, where have you been hiding? Now you repeat. This is playful and friendly. Now let's practice agreement and disagreement responses. That's true. That's true. Now you repeat. I totally agree. I totally agree. Now you repeat. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Now you repeat. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Now you repeat. For polite disagreement, I see your point, but... I see your point, but, Now you repeat. Actually, I think. Actually, I think. Now you repeat. That's interesting, however. That's interesting, however. Now you repeat. Here's a complete disagreement phrase. I understand where you're coming from, but I have a different opinion. Let's break it down. I understand where you're coming from. But I have a different opinion. Full phrase. I understand where you're coming from, but I have a different opinion. I understand where you're coming from, but I have a different opinion. Now you repeat. Practice. Section. Keeping conversations going. 1,000 words. Now comes the fun part. Keeping conversations alive. The secret is asking follow-up questions and showing interest. Let me teach you some magic phrases. Really? Tell me more. Really? Tell me more. Now you repeat. That's interesting. What happened next? Let's break it down. That's interesting. What happened next? Together. That's interesting. What happened next? That's interesting. What happened next? Now you repeat. How did that make you feel? How did that make you feel? Now you repeat. What was that like? What was that like? Now you repeat. These questions show you're listening and want to know more. People love when you show genuine interest. Here are some reaction phrases. No way. No way. Now you repeat. This shows surprise. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now you repeat. For good news. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh no, that's terrible. Now you repeat. For bad news. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Now you repeat. For shocking news. Now let's practice changing topics smoothly. By the way. By the way. Now you repeat. Speaking of which. Speaking of which. Now you repeat. That reminds me. That reminds me. Now you repeat. Oh, before I forget. Oh, before I forget. Now you repeat. Here's how to end conversations politely. Well, I should get going. Well, I should get going. Now you repeat. It was great talking to you. It was great talking to you. Now you repeat. Let's catch up again soon. Let's catch up again soon. Now you repeat. Take care. Take care. Now you repeat. Storytelling. Real conversations in action. 1,500 words. Let me share 3 mini conversations that use everything we've learned. Listen carefully, then we'll practice together. Conversation 1. Meeting a colleague. Person E. Morning, how's it going? Person B. Hey, not bad, just getting my coffee. You? Person A. Same here, busy week. Person B. Oh yeah, that project deadline is killing me. Person A. I feel you. Hang in there. Person B. Thanks, catch you later. Now let's practice key phrases from this conversation. Morning, how's it going? Morning, how's it going? Now you repeat. Just getting my coffee. Just getting my coffee. Now you repeat. That project deadline is killing me. Let's break it down. That project deadline is killing me. Together, that project deadline is killing me. That project deadline is killing me. Now you repeat. Killing me here means it's very stressful, not literally killing. I feel you. I feel you. Now you repeat. This means I understand how you feel. Conversation 2. At a coffee shop. Customer. Hi there. Could I get a medium latte, please? Barista. Sure thing. Any flavour shots? Customer. What do you recommend? Barista. Vanilla's pretty popular, or caramel if you like it sweet. Customer. Let's go with vanilla then. Barista. Great choice. That'll be $4.50. Let's practice. Could I get a medium latte, please? Let's break it down. Could I get a medium latte? Please, together. Could I get a medium latte, please? Could I get a medium latte, please? Now you repeat. Sure thing. Sure thing. Now you repeat. This means yes, of course. What do you recommend? What do you recommend? Now you repeat. Let's go with vanilla then. Let's go with vanilla then. Now you repeat. Conversation 3. Running into an old friend. Sarah. Oh my gosh, Mike. Is that you? Mike. Sarah. Wow, long time no see. Sarah. I know, right? How have you been? Mike. Pretty good. Just moved back to town, actually. Sarah. No way. What brings you back? Mike. Got a new job at the tech company downtown. Sarah. That's awesome. We should grab coffee sometime and catch up properly. Mike. Definitely. Here, let me get your number. Key phrases to practice. Oh my gosh, is that you? Let's break it down. Oh my gosh. Is that you? Together. Oh my gosh, is that you? Oh my gosh, is that you? Now you repeat. What brings you back? What brings you back? Now you repeat. This means, why did you return? We should grab coffee sometime. Let's practice. We should. Grab coffee. Sometime. Together. We should grab coffee sometime. We should grab coffee sometime. Now you repeat. Catch up properly. Catch up properly. Now you repeat. This means have a longer conversation about everything that's happened. Wow, we've covered so much today. Let's quickly review the most important points. First, we learned essential conversation starters like how's it going? And what's up? Remember, these are your keys to starting any conversation. Second, we practiced natural responses. Always try to ask a question back to keep the conversation flowing. Third, we discovered how to keep conversations going with follow-up questions and reactions like really, tell me more. Fourth, we learned smooth ways to change topics and end the conversations politely. And finally, we put it all together in real-life conversations at work, in a coffee shop, and meeting old friends. Here's your homework. Yes, I'm giving you homework, but it's fun. Tomorrow, I want you to use at least 3 phrases we learned today. Start with something simple like, how's it going? With a colleague, or could I get? When ordering something. Remember, the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Your brain needs to hear these phrases many times before they become automatic. So watch this video again, practice the shadowing exercises, and most importantly, use these phrases in real life. Here's a bonus tip. Every night before bed, have a conversation with yourself in English. Tell yourself about your day using the phrases we learned. It might feel silly at first, but it really works. Today was pretty good. I went to work, had a meeting, grabbed lunch with a friend. Like that. Practice makes perfect. Don't forget, making mistakes is part of learning. Native speakers make mistakes too. What matters is that you're trying, you're practicing, and you're improving every day. If you found this lesson helpful, please hit the subscribe button and join our daily dose of English family. Ring the notification bell so you never miss a lesson. And if you have a friend who's learning English, share this video with them. Learning is always better with friends. Leave a comment below and tell me, which phrase from today's lesson is your favourite? Which one will you use first? I read all your comments and love hearing about your progress. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and keep practicing. You're doing amazingly well just by watching this video and practicing with me. Thank you so much for learning with me today. This is Tom from Daily Dose of English, reminding you to keep speaking, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. You've got this. Until next time, take care and keep learning. Bye-bye. Take care and keep learning. Take care and keep learning. Now you repeat. See, you're already speaking English. I'm proud of you.